Allison, the preparations for the wedding should all be completely perfect, right?
Good evening, Melinda. I made sure to get whatever I could done for the wedding. At this point, all there is left to do is wait for the wedding and get excited.
What kind of crap is that you're saying to me?
Huh?
You are supposed to be working until the very last minute to make sure that the wedding is perfect and that there is no chance of anything going south. Have you made sure to think of what'll happen when I come on stage and things like that?
Wait, this is going to be the wedding for Charlotte, right?
That's right. My daughter's wedding. And if you don't make sure that it's 100% perfect for all of us, then you are going to be in some serious trouble.
That's not why I asked that. I asked because I'm a bit confused why you think I have to prepare anything for you to come on stage like it's your wedding. I know that Charlotte is going to be walked onto the stage by her dad at the start, but you're supposed to be sat in your seat the whole time the wedding is taking place, right?
That is not a good enough excuse for me to just sit around all day. I am the mother of the bride, Allison, and that means I'm supposed to be treated like the queen at this wedding.
So that's why you want me to prep for you on stage. Well, I never heard from Charlotte about her having anything planned for you.
If you don't start to think about this wedding and what I'll be doing a bit more seriously, you will really regret ever marrying my son. Do you really want to give up your rights as a young wife in this family? Fix your way of thinking, right now, and then hurry up and get back to work on the wedding. Charlotte and I are too busy to be looking over your back every second of the day.
All right.
I'm sorry, Allison. I wish my mom wouldn't ask you to do such stupid things all the time. I see she's even forced you to start doing those stupid things for her. So if you feel that you shouldn't have to, you could tell her no.
Well, I don't really mind it all that much, Tyler. But I didn't think your mom was supposed to have a moment on stage or anything at the wedding, so I'm not really sure what to do about it.
You can't just overlook what she asked you to do. She's just talking out of her butt like that. And Charlotte's already told me that she wants to make up the plans herself for her wedding. So you really don't have to listen to my mom at all. Because this wedding all comes down to what Charlotte wants. I'm sure if you go tell Charlotte about what my mom's asking from you, she'll be able to tell Mom to shut up, and that will be that.
And I did do that by getting a hold of Charlotte and talking with her more about what she wants, but even after talking to her, your mom still thinks she's in control.
We all know that she's been a pain in the butt, and even my dad is getting tired of her attitude. To be honest, after Charlotte gets married, I think things between my mom and dad will begin to fall apart.
What? What do you mean?
My dad is getting really fed up with mom's selfishness. And from what I've heard, even these past few years being married to her have been really tough. So I think that once my sister is married and out of the house, my dad can finally relax a bit and start focusing on himself and moving away from mom. Even I want my dad to break free from my mom's grasp and enjoy his life a bit more.
So that's what's been going on. Well, before any of that can happen, we have to make sure that Charlotte has a great wedding. I'll continue to do my best with making this wedding perfect for her, so that not just Charlotte is happy, but also so that your dad can be happy as well. What's going on, Tyler? I'm currently on the road right now, but just stopped to use the bathroom.
Things are not good right now. My dad has passed out and fallen down badly.
What?
You listen here, Allison. Did you forget that today is the day of my daughter's wedding? You are supposed to be here at 10 a.m. to start getting things ready for the start, yet I haven't found you anywhere yet. How much longer are you planning to keep everyone waiting for you?
What? Melinda? What are you talking about right now?
I am not going to forgive you for being this late to my daughter's wedding. It is the day of my daughter's wedding, and you have a job to do.
Hold on for 1 second, Melinda. Do you have no idea about what's going on right now? How could you not be aware of what's happened? Today the wedding has been canceled to the best of my knowledge, but...
Huh? What the hell did you just say? You really think you're being a good wife to my son in this family? I'm going to strip that title away from you right now! You and Tyler are getting a divorce if it's the last thing I make you both do.
What are you going on about? Why are you getting so upset with me over nothing right now?
I think I have the right to be pissed off at you after canceling on my daughter's wedding without telling anyone. We have all been waiting for over 30 minutes now for you to get here so that we can start the wedding.
I don't think I've done any such thing before the wedding though, Melinda. So before you continue to get more and more flustered with me, take a look around you and tell me what you see.
I'm not going to let you get off easily after not showing up for the beginning of Charlotte's wedding.
Please don't tell me that you actually have no clue what's going on right now. I thought that Tyler already called you telling you about what's happened and explaining to you that the wedding's been canceled.
Why do you keep talking about the wedding being canceled? The only one that's canceled anything is you being here today, and you told nobody a thing about it. You are the worst woman a family could ever ask for. If you don't want me going out of my way to ruin your marriage with my son, you get your butt to this wedding right now!
But everyone is here with me at the funeral home.
Huh?
I think between the two of us, you should be the one getting your butt over here right now if you don't want relations to get any worse between you and your family. It seems to me like you either didn't read or listen to anything Tyler told you yesterday, or you never received anything in the first place. But you do realize what you're doing right now by not being here?
Funeral home? Why are you all there? Did you all get the address confused or something and end up over there?
No, Melinda, the reason we're all here is because your husband passed away.
Huh?
Did you really not know about your husband collapsing yesterday and passing away? You should have been getting calls all day from family in the hospital about your husband's condition.
Well, why would I answer any calls from numbers that I've never seen before? There's no way that he's dead right now. You were just trying to pull some childish prank now, right? My husband is dead? No way in hell is my husband dead right now.
The doctors have said it looks as though he had a heart attack which caused him to pass out. It's already been known for a while that he's had a pretty weak heart, so it makes sense that all the stress recently would cause this.
So all those calls yesterday from Tyler were about my husband having a heart attack. Recently, he had called me warning me about my attitude towards you and all, so I just assumed he was calling me to warn me about that crap again. That's why I ended up muting his calls for the rest of the day yesterday. So, my husband... he's really...
I'm sure that you're in a panic now that you finally learned the truth, but regarding the wedding, it has been canceled and there will be no one showing up to it. So, I did not end up not showing to the wedding today like you think I have. And I never would do something as rude as that, especially since you forced me to do all the preparations for the wedding without getting my take on that decision first.
So the wedding is...
After what happened to your husband yesterday, we had all the family come to the hospital to be there with us. But where were you yesterday evening, Melinda, while everyone was with your husband at the hospital?
Huh? Me? I was just really busy getting any last-minute preparations taken care of before the wedding.
Last-minute preparations, huh? What kind of last-minute preparations are we talking about here?
Hey, I had a lot of beauty treatment appointments that I needed to go to look good for the wedding. It wouldn't be right if the bride's mother looked like a mess on the day of the wedding, right?
So you were out getting ready for things that only mattered to you. Even going as far as to avoid listening to your son, also that you had time to make yourself look good? And that's what led you to being out really late last night with nobody knowing where you were? And when anyone in the family tried calling you, you immediately put them to voicemail?
I didn't get any calls last night.
But you just told me that you ignored all of Tyler's calls and even muted him when you got tired of the ringing, right? I'm sure there were plenty of calls from the hospital as well.
And I told you just a second ago why I didn't answer them. I thought that those were all just spam calls and that it wasn't worth my time answering them.
What about all the calls that came from the rest of your family? Oh, that's right. The rest of your family doesn't really like talking to you anymore and would rather just let you sit in the dark on things. Most of them don't even know your contact information now because you've never told them, and they've never bothered asking.
Excuse me?
Anyway, I know that Tyler tried calling you plenty of times yesterday, but you chose not to answer any of his calls and muted him on purpose. And you've even told me you did all that just now yourself.
So, what is going on with my husband right now? Is he going to be okay?
Huh? Have you not been listening to anything I've said to you today? I told you already that the family and I are all here at the funeral home. Do you not understand how all of us being here right now ties into your husband having a heart attack and passing away?
So if you're all really at a funeral home right now, then he must really be dead. That cannot be possible, right? Right before our daughter's wedding day?
Are you finally coming around to seeing the truth and getting emotional from it? I'm telling you, Melinda, your husband is gone and it all happened to him yesterday. And this was all happening to him last night while you were out having a fun time with his money, getting all the most expensive treatments.
What the hell is this? I didn't know anything about what was going on with him. Why did he think yesterday was the best time to go off and die like that?
The best time? I don't think your husband had a choice in choosing the best time to pass away, Melinda. If anything, he didn't want to pass away the day before his daughter's wedding. I know it must suck to have all your family hate you to the point where they won't even try and get a hold of you about what's happened, but at least Tyler was trying to let you know.
I know that he was trying to call me a lot, but I didn't think he had anything important to say to me, and that's why I ignored him. You can't blame any of this on me, right? It's not my fault. Why didn't you all try harder to get a hold of me when this was going down? You guys could have been sending me texts as well that I could have read later, right?
Tyler told me that he sent you a text. He sent you a message explaining that things weren't going well for his dad and that it was an emergency.
You're right. He did send me a text saying that.
Well, then you really are the only one that can be blamed for not knowing about what happened to your husband yesterday. Today we are planning to have the wake for your husband. And at the moment, we all are working on getting the funeral planned out and prepared for him.
This is all coming to me so fast that I can't fully comprehend it.
I'm sure it is. But this is all the hard reality we are having to live in, Melinda.
Then what's going to happen to my daughter's wedding?
What?
I've been looking forward to that wedding for a very long time now, and I was so ready for it to happen today. What the hell are we going to do about it? I'm sure that even Charlotte has been waiting a long time for this day to come, right?
Melinda, what the actual hell are you going on about now? Are you even aware that your husband is dead right now and will never be coming back to see any of us again?
I get that he's gone, but I'm talking about the wedding now, which has nothing to do with him dying and that funeral.
Well, Charlotte has taken a lot of time to talk about the wedding with her husband, and they are going to have their wedding on a different date.
What? Oh, that's
bull crap, right? They're going to delay the wedding? I can understand why someone like you would have a hard time even comprehending this. But why have you ended up this way? You should know that because of her father passing away only yesterday, she wouldn't want to have a wedding right now. It's been months now that you've been acting so self-centered about this whole wedding, which isn't even yours. The amount of times you've tried making it all about you is good reason for your family to continue hating you and never wanting to be involved in your life.
What are you trying to say, Allison?
I know that all you think about is yourself, and about how to make yourself look even better, never taking a second out of your life to think about your family and what they want. Do you remember how you made sure you were at the center of my wedding when it happened?
I was only at the center of it because I'm a very good-looking woman.
And I do think that at your age, you are a very good-looking woman. But you showed up to my wedding in an all-white dress like that. Nobody told you to wear a white dress that day, and as the bride, I told you explicitly not to wear a white dress. But you did it anyway, and that's what made you steal the spotlight from my husband and I, right?
And this time I made sure to get myself an even better-looking white dress for Charlotte's wedding, but now it's all been a waste of time. I rented this gorgeous-looking dress just for today, and I have to have it returned to the store by tomorrow afternoon. Wait! I can wear it to my husband's funeral today. He was my husband, after all, right? I have to be the one to stand out in an event like that, right?
Did you get dropped on your head a lot as a baby, Melinda?
What did you just say to me? You are my son's wife, so you should never be talking to me like that. You want me to make sure that you never get to call my son your husband ever again?
The only one that's been divorced is you whore.
Huh?
Did you know that right before your husband had that heart attack and passed away, he sent in divorce paperwork asking that you no longer be his wife? He had had enough of the way you acted like a self-centered child around everyone, and his idea was, after the wedding had finished, he would pack his stuff up and get out of the house for good. He made sure to write down everything he thought in a letter addressed to you as well.
You're lying, right? He had the two of us divorced without telling me. Can he really do something like that to us without having my permission as well?
Well, the divorce papers that he turned in were something that you had already planned out and filed in, right? So all I had to do was sign his name on them and take them into the city office to be handled.
But I wasn't planning on going through with any of that just yet, Allison. What the hell did he think he was doing, handing them all in without telling me first?
Well, you were trying to make your daughter's wedding all about yourself, even though she told you time and time again to stop. And on top of that, he also knew about how you would threaten me with divorcing me from Tyler if I didn't do as you asked. So I think he was just tired of being married to a whore that kept on making everything about herself and never giving any thought towards the family. I myself understand why he would divorce you. Heck, I respect that man for making it this long with you after all the crap you've pulled.
Why are you being such a rude witch right now?
Well, it doesn't matter anymore now because he is no longer with us. The husband that looked after you and made sure to take the responsibility for all your selfish behavior is no longer here to help you. He died while you were doing what you always do, and that was thinking about only yourself and no one else. How about you think about how sad that is and start crying a little over what's happened to him?
I am sad about what's happened. The wedding that was supposed to be today has been canceled and moved to a later date.
For Christ's sake! You are such a joke, Melinda!
Well, so be it. I'm going to start heading over to you guys right now. I'll at least be able to put myself on display at that funeral for everyone to see. Go and tell everyone that I'll be arriving at the funeral home very soon, okay? I have to make sure that everyone knows that losing my husband has taken a great toll on me now.
Right now, Tyler is talking with everyone else in the family.
About what?
He's telling them that his dad had already divorced you before he passed away. And at the moment, they were all agreeing that you are nothing more than a complete stranger now and don't have to come to the funeral.
What are you talking about, Alice?
It seems that both Tyler and Charlotte do not want you here getting in the way of their last day being around their father.
Then what the hell? I'm his wife, though.
No, you are not, Melinda. You have been divorced by him now, and that makes you nothing more than a stranger to everyone here. And even when you were his wife, everyone here hated you.
Why, though? Why would they all hate me to the point that they don't want me there?
To put it straight, you were a terrible wife for him and an even worse mother to your kids. I'm sorry, Melinda, but I don't think you and I will ever be seeing one another again after this. So I'll be going now.
Wait! Don't throw me away like my husband did, Allison! Please tell me where that funeral home is.
Why the hell would I have a reason to tell you? All I want for you is to regret everything you've done to this family and nothing more. Goodbye now, Melinda. And I hope you have a good rest of your life alone.
In the end, Melinda was never allowed to attend the funeral of her ex-husband and had to live the rest of her life not ever having the chance to see her ex for the last time. And after the funeral had finished, Allison, Tyler, and Charlotte all agreed to let her have the house she was living in, but that she'd never get to see or hear from them all again. When she was finally left alone with nothing more than an empty house, she began to realize that what she'd been doing really was childish and not acceptable for a woman her age. But her being regretful of her poor attitude has come far too late now, right?
Madeline, hey, I'm coming over to visit. I've got to say hi to your mom and dad. You're at home too, right? Yeah, I'm home, but my brother isn't here right now. Why did you suddenly decide to come and visit? Because the wedding's coming up and I wanted to say hi. I want to say hi, have dinner, and maybe spend some time with you all. I want to say hi to you too. Aren't I sweet? Oh, I can't wait to get married. I'm going to resign and become a housewife. Oh, you must be so jealous. I feel so bad for people that aren't married. Thanks to Cooper, my life is so great. Good for you. I'm glad that you and my brother are so happy together, but I don't understand why you think that I'm jealous. Because you're ugly, and you've got no chance of getting married. You'll never be able to become a housewife like me. Do you want to know why? It's because nobody will want you as a housewife. Natalie, have you been drinking? No, of course I'm not drinking. I'm not drunk, what? I just had a little sip of tequila, that's all. I thought so. You're usually loud, but you're not always this loud. Even you would think twice before saying something so rude, and you must have been drinking quite a lot. What? Rude? Me? No way. I haven't said anything rude. I just told the truth. You can't blame me for saying something that everyone is thinking. Yeah, all right. Well, if you're drunk, you should go home and rest instead of coming over here and spreading more of your truth. There's no reason for you to come and visit this evening, so just stay at home. If anything, you'll just cause more trouble if you come over here drunk and end up making a fuss or being sick or having to spend the night. It's best that you don't come. No, I'm going to. I've got to talk to you about something very important. I've got to make something very clear. Huh? What on earth are you talking about? I bet it's not even that important. I've got to tell you how you can find someone who will marry you or you'll be alone for the rest of your life. I'll teach you. Yeah, no thanks. I don't need your advice. I'm doing fine without it. Besides, how do you even plan on getting here when you're that drunk? There aren't any buses running in the local area tonight, and you're going to regret spending money on a taxi in the morning. Don't worry about that. I can get there without a bus or taxi. Wait a minute. You're not planning on driving here, are you? Natalie, driving under the influence is a crime. It's way too dangerous. Natalie, are you listening to me? Stay at home.
Hey, have you seen Natalie? She said that she was going to go visit you and left.
Yeah, I saw her, and now I'm in the hospital.
What? What's going on?
I'm just glad that I'm still alive. I've been in an accident.
What? Are you okay? Were you hit by a car?
Yeah. If you want to know the details, maybe you should ask your fiancé.
My fiancé? What? You mean Natalie did this?
Yeah, she did.
What? You were in an accident because of Natalie? I don't understand, Mads. What happened?
That's why I'm telling you to go ask Natalie yourself. I don't know where she went after she hit me with her car, but I bet she's gone running back to your place. I think it's best that you catch her before she harms anyone else and find out what the hell is wrong with her.
I just got a message from Natalie's parents. They said that she's at their house, sleeping.
Seriously? I'm lying in a hospital bed attached to a morphine drip and she's suddenly turned into Sleeping Beauty? You're kidding, right?
Mads, I really don't understand what's going on. So I'm going to go to Natalie's parents' house and try to find out what I can. Message me the name and address of the hospital you're at, and I'll be there as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm sorry for getting angry with you. I'm really tired, so you don't have to come tonight. I'm going to sleep, so if you want to visit, can you make it tomorrow? Hey, I'm really sorry about yesterday. I was so tipsy, I don't even remember half of what happened. Can you believe it? Were you okay after that? Last night was so crazy. What are you laughing about? This is serious. I broke my arm because of you. Really? Oh my god. But you're lucky you're still alive. What? I was worried it might be worse and that things would get a little awkward before the wedding, but if it's just a couple of broken bones, then there's nothing for me to worry about. It's already serious. Because of you, I have to stay in the hospital for over a week. I won't be able to go to work during that time. Oh, don't be so negative. You should be happy that it was just a broken arm. It could have been so much worse. Don't you understand that you're the one to blame? You were drunk driving and hit me with your car. You're the last person that's allowed to tell me that I should be positive about this injury and that I should be thankful that I didn't die. I can't believe your attitude. You have no right to speak to me like that. Yeah, you're mad. I get it. My parents are on their way to the hospital to see you. Your parents? What for? I'm not interested in seeing them. Well, you'll have to, whether you like it or not. They're going to get you to sign a contract promising that you won't report any of this to the police. A what? A contract? To get me to shut up? Yeah, it's going to be a problem if you tell the police what happened, so you've got to promise to keep it a secret. You don't have any choice, Madeline. I'm your brother's fiancé, and my parents are going to be his parents soon. You've got to do as we say. Wow, so you're going to put in the effort to cover up what you've done, but you're not even going to try and make things right? By saying a few magic words? By coming to see me in the hospital and see how I'm doing? Instead, you're sending your parents to do your dirty work? You should be apologizing to me. I think that's what normal people usually do when they hurt someone. Are you actually being serious right now? This isn't funny. You're not being cute. I've actually sustained serious injuries after being run over by you, and you're playing dumb about the responsibility you have to me? All right, so I hit you with my car. I accept responsibility. But don't report this to the police. We're going to be family soon. Don't do anything that's going to ruin the atmosphere on the wedding day, and that might make things awkward for us afterwards. Don't you think that's a little too convenient? I'm a victim here. I should report you, but you're trying to make me out as the bad guy if I do? I feel like crap. I can't go to work. I'm going to have to pay these medical bills. What else do you want from me? Shouldn't you at least apologize sincerely? I think that's the first thing you should be doing. But apparently you lack all common sense. You lack any sense of sympathy for other people. I don't know what I should be apologizing for. It's not a big deal. It's not like I meant to hit you. I was drunk. You can't blame me for that. You just happened to get in the way of my car. That's life. Sometimes it does things like that. If I wasn't drunk, I wouldn't have hit you, so it's not my fault, it's the alcohol. Why don't you understand that you shouldn't have been driving when you were drunk? You say it's the alcohol's fault? I told you not to come here. You risked the lives of every pedestrian that was walking on the street while you were driving in your car, drunk. I am definitely lucky to be alive, but you could have killed me. Oh, don't lecture me. I know that it's illegal to drink and drive, but I'm lucky too. You're lucky? What? How? I'm lucky that it was you that I hit with the car and not anyone else. If I hit a complete stranger, I would have been in a lot of trouble. You're pretty much family, so I can get away with it. Excuse me? We are not family. We are complete strangers. No, don't say that. We're going to be family. Cooper and I are getting married, remember? I'm glad that it was my little sister-in-law that got hurt and not someone else. But I'm not happy about this at all. But now I know what your true colors are. I understand that you don't regret anything you did and that you don't feel any remorse. I heard that you sent my parents away. Who do you think you are? Why would you do that? They went all the way to visit you and you refused to talk to them properly. I sent them home because I didn't want to see them. They were saying the exact same things that you were saying, about how I was lucky that it was just a broken arm and that I shouldn't say anything to the police about who was in the car. They were being just as ridiculous and selfish as you were. What? You're saying that I'm being selfish? We're family. You should be more willing to keep quiet about what happened. My parents only went to make sure that you would. Yeah, they said that. They told me that we're going to be family, so I shouldn't do anything that will cause trouble for you and Cooper. Good, you understand. I'm really lucky that it was you that I hit and not someone else. We are going to be family, so don't do anything stupid. Oh, that's a shame. You're 5 minutes too late. What? Did you really think that I would just nod my head and follow your orders? You pissed me off, Natalie. You don't seem like you're going to say sorry anytime soon. Not only that, your parents came and ordered me and my family to not go to the police and to settle this over discussions. I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree after all. If your parents are like that, no wonder you turned out like this. Excuse me? You're being rude. You can't talk to your older sister like that. You're not my older sister. You're not married to my brother yet, and I'm obviously upset by what's happened. I'm not just upset, I'm furious, and I'm going to send you to hell for what you've done. What? You're going to send me to hell? Don't you think you're overreacting? What do you think you can do to me? I filed a report to the police. You're finished, Natalie. Huh? You filed a report? Are you crazy? You sold me out to the police even though we're family? What have you done? Like I told you, we're not family. And what have you done? That's my line. I can't believe you actually thought that you would get away with this. I did the right thing and reported what you did so that the police can take measures to make sure it never happens again. I'm going to get the compensation I'm owed, Natalie. You better prepare yourself. Prepare myself? What are you talking about? Are you threatening me? No, I'm going to take you to court. I know a great lawyer and he's going to take my case. He'll make sure you wish you never did anything so stupid. So what if you know a lawyer? Why should I be scared of you? He's going to help me crush you and your family and make you apologize for what you did to me. I'm going to tell the court that you were threatening me and trying to intimidate me out of going to the police, too. What? You can't do that. I wasn't threatening you. What are you even talking about? Do you really think that you can win this court case? I haven't done anything to warrant having to go to court. It's not that hard to understand. You've done something unforgivable and you're going to pay for it because you won't say sorry. Even my brother's saying that he's going to call off the wedding because he doesn't want to marry you now that he knows what you've done. What? Your brother? You mean Cooper doesn't want to marry me anymore? I don't have any other brothers. What did you say to him? You've turned him against me, even though I haven't done anything to deserve it. Haven't you gotten any messages from him yet? He told me that he was going to cancel the engagement just a while ago. He was saying that he can't be family with someone who thinks it's okay to treat me the way you did. He doesn't want to spend the rest of his life with someone like you. Why? I thought he loved me. What did I do to make him hate me? I don't deserve this. You did all of this. You made him hate me. We just had an accident, that's all. What's the big deal? You only broke an arm. What else did you say to him? Just an accident? That's all? I think that's the reason why he doesn't want to be with you. You caused injury to someone and you can't even apologize or acknowledge the pain and trouble you've caused. There is something seriously wrong with you if you think that's okay. If you lack the sympathy to even feel bad for what you did, then why would he want to be with someone who hurt his little sister? I'm surprised you managed to hide that from him so well up until now, but now he knows. It's over. He can't cancel the wedding. It's impossible. Even you should know that it's too late. The wedding's supposed to be next weekend. If he cancels now, only God knows how big a fee he'll have to pay. Would he really rather pay that fee than be with me? He can't do that. It's not impossible if he really doesn't want to marry you. You can't force him to marry you when he's clearly lost interest. He's decided that he can't go through with the marriage, so you'll just have to accept his decision. You can argue about it all you like, but I don't think anyone will blame him for not wanting to be with you. Not after they hear about you hitting me with your car while you were drunk and not even saying sorry. He was already shocked enough about that, but when your parents came into my hospital room and started raving about me keeping my mouth shut, that really put him off. I think it's only a matter of course that this is what you get.
He what? He was put off?
Yeah, he was repelled. Literally, like two north and north magnets put together. I think anyone would rethink having any kind of relationship with you after what you did. It's incredible that your parents would actually defend your actions instead of try and set you on the right course. And you seriously thought that I would automatically forgive you for what happened with no apology at all? Just because we were about to become family? You have got to be kidding. You even had the nerve to say directly to me that you were glad that it was me you hit and not a stranger. What is wrong with you? In what world is that okay?
Wait, all right, I understand. You want me to say sorry, right? Then I'll say sorry. If that's all it takes for you to forgive me, then fine. I'll apologize as much as you like. I'm sorry about what happened last night. I'm sorry it happened. I didn't mean for it to turn out like that. And I was drunk, so it's not really my fault, but yeah, I'm sorry. I apologized, so don't report me to the police, okay?
It is way too late for that. And you can't go around putting conditions on your apologies. If you say sorry, you have to mean it. You can't expect me to forgive you just because you said sorry, and you certainly can't expect me to do something in exchange for it.
Please, Madeline, I want to marry Cooper. I can't live without him. Please don't do this. You're breaking us up.
Is that all you have to say? So you still don't accept responsibility for what you've done and the effect it's had on your relationship with my brother? That's not me. That's all a result of your own selfish behavior. You were saying that we'll become family when you marry my brother, but it's clear to all of us now that you're not good enough for him. You proved it to us. But now we're not going to accept you into our family, so give up on Cooper.
Wait, Madeline! You've got to talk to him. I want to get married. You've got to convince him that he's making a mistake. We belong together. I want to be part of your family. I want to be your big sister. I want us to have fun together.
I'm sorry, but you're creeping me out. I don't want to be family with you, and I don't think we can have fun together.
Cooper just sent me a message. He says that he's not going to marry me. He said that he wants to meet up and talk about the cancellation and stuff. He's not going to change his mind no matter what I say to him. But I think that he'll listen to you, so you've got to talk to him for me. Tell him that there's been a misunderstanding and that we're actually really close. You just have to say that, and I think that he'll listen to me.
A misunderstanding? Did you really just say that to me? There's no misunderstanding. You hit me with a car. I broke my arm. You didn't apologize. It's really simple. I told him the truth, and he made his own decision based off of that information. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore, and my brother and my parents are furious, so I'm ending the conversation. From now on, you'll have to make contact with me through my lawyer. He'll be calling you later, and I think that the police will be dropping by to question you too. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have to go that far. That's too much. It's not fair. I'm your brother's fiancé. Can't you be a little more compassionate? You used to be his fiancé, not anymore. And why should I show you compassion when you didn't show me any after the accident? Even though I broke my arm and was in a lot of pain, you really are full of crap. You're just a stranger now, so I can happily report you to the police for the reckless driving you were doing while under the influence. You need to pay for your time for that, so you won't ever make that mistake ever again. Family or not, that's something that should never be forgiven, especially if it could risk someone's life. You don't have to say that much. But I really am sorry. I feel really bad for what happened. I mean it. I promise. I just didn't say sorry because I thought it would be my loss if I did. I really regret what I did now, from the bottom of my heart. My brother says that he doesn't want to have anything to do with you and that he doesn't want you contacting him anymore. I hope that's helped you to understand how serious this is, but there's no point begging me for forgiveness now. You're not going to get anything back. I can imagine that your employers will find out about the trouble you've been in with the police and you'll most definitely lose your job. Wait, you already resigned because you thought that you could relax and spend the rest of your life without having to work and use my brother for everything. It's a shame that you can't be a housewife anymore. It was your dream, wasn't it? It's all your fault! No, it's because of your inability to be a decent person. Do you remember saying that I can't get married because I'm too ugly? Well, I'm not one to brag, but I'm engaged. What? Since when? My fiancé's a lawyer. You'll meet him when we go to court. What? That's why you're finished. He's going to fight for me until we win the case. Together. You've been looking down on me ever since Cooper introduced you to us as his girlfriend, but I'm going to get the last laugh. You're going to have to live an unfortunate life from now on. It's a shame that you can't be a housewife, and it's a shame that you won't be a part of our family. Too bad I sent that police report. In the end, Natalie was completely rejected by Cooper, and he canceled the wedding arrangements and let the guests know that there would be no ceremony. Natalie panicked and kept on begging Cooper for them to talk and to get back together, but he completely ignored her and blocked her on social media. Madeline and her family filed a police report, and Natalie's requests for the matter to be dealt with between the two families was refused. The story ended up being shared online and attracted enough attention that it made the news. Natalie's real name was posted all over articles online, and they had no choice but to move before someone found out where she and her parents lived. It really looks like her life is over. Luckily for Madeline, her injuries weren't so serious, and she was able to leave the hospital a month later and married her fiancé. Natalie lost her fiancé and damaged her own reputation because of her lack of good judgment. Apparently, she's having a hard time trying to figure out how to navigate her problems and get her life back on track.
Hi, Alicia. How's everything? Who's this? It's Cody's mom. Oh, hi. Everything is good. How are you? How did you know my ID? I'm good also. Cody told me. Did something happen? What do you mean, did something happen? You really don't talk to me, so I'm surprised that I got a text from you. That's not true. We talked the last time we met. Yeah, that was like a year and a half ago. Well, I was thinking that talking to you again might be nice because I'm going to live with you and Cody from tomorrow. So excited! What? What are you talking about? Living with us? Yeah. You didn't hear anything from him? No. When was this decided? Like 4 or 5 months ago. He didn't tell me anything about this. I think he did, but you probably weren't listening. Well, now you know. Wait, this is going to be a problem because it's my house. No, it's not. It's his. Since when is this his house? He told me that he bought this house. He said that? Yeah. So you don't have the right to decide what to do. Can you listen to my side of the story too? No. I don't want to waste my time because I need to finish packing. And I only believe what my son says. It's not a good thing to assume things without listening to the other person, you know. Are you talking back to me? You are so disrespectful. No wonder Cody calls me to complain about you recently. He does? What does he say about me? Yes! He said you don't listen to him. Is terrible at cooking and doesn't do household chores. And many more. Looks like you're not a good wife at all. I wonder why he married you. I will be tough on you from tomorrow, so be prepared. This is too sudden, so can I talk to Cody once? Of course. Go ahead. A few minutes later. Cody, your mom texted me and said that she's going to live with us from tomorrow. Seriously?
Oh, is it tomorrow already? Time flies so fast. Yes!
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I did tell you, like 4 months ago. You weren't listening.
I have a good memory, and I swear to God, you never talked to me about this.
Well, now you know. Do you have a problem with it?
Isn't it normal to ask me first for permission? Before that, did you even think about if she has enough space living here? And if we can support her financially?
There is enough space. We can move the furniture around and throw away the things we don't need. She'll have your room because your room is the biggest. And why don't you live in the basement? And yes, we can support her with your salary.
Why am I the only one that needs to change rooms when she's the one living in this house? Also, why my salary? She's your mom. So take responsibility supporting her because I didn't agree for her to live here in the first place.
If you want to argue, why don't we divorce?
What?
I already decided to let her live here. So if you have any problems, let's divorce. And why don't you leave the house?
Wait, hold up. So the reason why you want to divorce and kick me out is because I don't want your mom to live with us?
Exactly.
Wow. This is ridiculous.
Don't you understand that you need her? You don't do that much household chores, and the food you cook is gross. My mom can do everything.
When we got married, I told you that I'm busy with work and can't do everything by myself, so you promised to help me with the household chores. Also, be thankful that I cook for you and don't feed you frozen food.
I do help with your household chores, but you're slacking off recently. Same as your cooking. My mom will teach you how to do those from tomorrow, so be thankful.
Look, I'm in charge of a big project right now, and I work overtime, unlike you who only works part-time.
That sounds like an excuse to me. Hey, even though I work part-time, I'm busy too.
I work 8 to 10 hours a week. Possibly more. You only work 6 hours, 3 times per week. Right?
Yeah, but it's physical work. You're talking as if I'm not working hard enough. What a
You were also mean, telling me that I'm always slacking off and making excuses.
I thought I married a good person, but I guess not. You're just plain annoying, and I can't stand people who can't listen to me or my mom. So why don't we divorce?
Guess what? I actually was thinking that, and I have no problem divorcing you. I don't know. I didn't know we had the same opinion. I'll go fill out the divorce papers then. Wow. Can't believe that divorcing you was this easy. I should have said it earlier. Can you come home early today, though? I want to talk to you about your mom coming here.
What's there to talk about? My mom is living there from tomorrow. Period. Point blank.
We're getting divorced, so there's no meaning for her to come here. Can you tell her that? Because she won't listen to me.
Why? She already packed her bags to move in, so isn't it rude to tell her that she can't come? She's also my mom. Are you serious?
Hey, Can we talk about this face to face later on? I have a lot of work to do for the project, and I don't want to waste time.
Fine. I really don't want to see your face, but it's going to be about my mom, so I'll go home in a little bit.
3 weeks later.
Yo, Louise! When are you planning on staying here till? We're divorced 3 weeks ago. Why are you still here? Get the f*** out!
I can be here if I want to. Also, I gave up my room for her. Appreciate that.
It's common sense to do that, so I won't appreciate it.
You are so self-centered. I want to know how your mom raised you. I am more amazed than angry.
How am I self-centered?
Let's see. You let your mom live in this house without listening to me. You wanted me to do stuff, and even if I did it for you, you never appreciated me. And you always make excuses when you don't want to do something for me.
That's because I was the boss of the house, and it was your duty to take care of me. Also, this is my house.
Oh my God, how many times do I need to tell you that it's my house?
Look, I'm not going to waste my time arguing with you because you're leaving. Speaking of leaving, my mom is coming home in like an hour or two, so I will appreciate it if you can leave, like right now. She also doesn't want you in the house.
Really? After all that I've done for her.
You didn't even do anything.
I cooked, did laundry, and washed the mess she left in the kitchen, even though I'm busy with work. You call that not doing anything? You and your mom are awful.
Yeah, whatever. Please, come home early so you can leave.
You're saying to leave the house from a while ago. But you're the one that's going to leave.
Excuse me?
Do you not remember who bought this house?
We both did.
Nope. I did. 3 years ago when I was still single. So I'm the owner of this house. You didn't even pay a penny. You didn't know?
No, wait. I was paying for the maintenance and the utility fee, right?
I was paying for it because there is no way we can pay with only your salary. You only earn $1,000 per month.
What? I thought we were paying with my salary.
We talked about this last time. Weren't you listening to me? I bet you were too focused on how you're going to let your mom live here.
Wait, we were dating when you bought the house, so it's also my house, right?
What are you talking about? Of course not. I let you stay at my house because you told me you have nowhere to go. Stop being so egocentric. Let me ask you a question then. Were you paying for anything? Nope. You didn't even try to pay me. Who do you think made it possible for you to live without any problems? Now do you understand that this is my house? Now can you kick me out?
Hey, can we make a deal? I'll pay you from now on, and all of the money that I owe you, little by little, so can you let us stay?
Of course not. Money doesn't matter right now. It's the fact that you acted like the house was yours, and you tried to kick me out. Plus, it's too late because we're divorced now.
So are you really going to kick me and my mom out?
Yeah. Because we are strangers now. You guys are a waste of space.
Don't say that!
Well, it seems like the plan of kicking me out didn't work. Can't believe that you were about to steal my house from me. Anyways, now that you know, can you leave?
What? Seriously?
Yeah. I can't imagine what your face looks like now. And I bet you are regretting everything. It's too late now. And you really pissed me off. Please leave the house within 5 minutes. Otherwise, I will call the cops.
Wait, 5 minutes? That's too short! I misunderstood everything, and I'll apologize. Actually, my mom is here and is already unpacking, so wouldn't it be easier for you to leave instead of us?
Do you want this house that much? If you do, please pay for it.
Why?
Because I'm selling the house to a stranger? What other reasons are there? If you don't want to pay for it, then give up and go live somewhere else.
Do I really need to do that?
Yes, you do. You better choose right now.
I can't pay for the house!
Then leave.
We don't have anywhere to go! My mom sold her house!
You're joking, right? Didn't she think about things before sending it?
Probably not. I think she was too excited to live here.
Well, that sucks.
Don't you feel bad for us?
Not at all. Well, now that you know everything, please leave. I'm asking you nicely. I can help you pack your bags.
It's too sudden! Can you wait a few more months? I want to think about this!
So you think you can have time to think about it, but I didn't? I only had one night.
This is something important because my mom is involved!
So that means you didn't care what will happen to me?
No, I care about you! I wasn't thinking about your feelings or your situation. I was selfish, and I regret it!
Oh, now you're sorry. Sorry, but nothing will change, even if you apologize. Anyways, what are you going to do? I can't wait a few months, but can wait a few seconds.
Can we discuss this? We were husband and wife for a long time, so we should understand each other.
We couldn't. So that's why we got divorced.
Please, I'm begging you! Can I at least talk to my mom about this?
Yeah, but I don't think anything will change. Don't you think about planning something to win the house back, okay? You not replying means that this is true, huh? I knew it.
Damn, why is this happening?
You should have listened to me in the first place.
Up! What will happen to us then? Are you really going to leave us?
Yeah. Is there a reason not to? Take time to think about why you're getting kicked out, while I call the cops on you. For trespassing.
What? Trespassing?
Yep. Because I don't know you.
Wait! We're going to be homeless! I can't believe that you'll just leave us! You'll regret kicking us out someday!
It doesn't matter to me if you guys become homeless. The thing I regret the most is getting married to you. I should have gotten a divorce a while ago, but couldn't find the right timing, so thank you for giving me the opportunity. Anyways, I think the police should arrive any minute now.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. So if your mom comes home, I advise you two to pack your stuff.
Where are we supposed to go?
I don't know. You're a grown adult, so why don't you think about that?
Please help us!
No thanks. Please get out of my face. You must be happy, because you get to live with your mom for the rest of your life, right? After the incident, the police arrived at the house and Cody and his mom were questioned by the cops, but since they didn't want to get arrested, they packed their stuff and quietly left the house. They now live in a crummy apartment in the middle of nowhere, and his mom is so pissed at him that she completely ignores him. So it seems like their relationship is terrible now. If he would have told me about this in the first place, his life would have been different.
Hey Mom, is now a good time? I just wanted to remind you that we're going to be at the Oritz's house around noon tomorrow. Did you want me to pick you up so that I could take you there?
Oh, I suppose it doesn't really matter either way. I'm more than happy to take my own car to their place.
Oh, come on. You know that you don't have to go and do something like that, Mom. I'm more than happy to give you a ride up there. It's not like you're worried about me driving, right?
Oh, Rick, don't be silly. Of course I'm not worried about your driving or anything like that at all. It's just been a while since I've been in a car where you've been the driver is all. I'm not worried so much as I might be a little nervous.
Well, there's nothing to be worried or anxious or nervous or trepid or anything like that about me driving you, Mom. I mean, if anything, I imagine people tend to be quite scared when you're the driver. But anyways, I was just thinking that it would be easier for everyone if you and I just went and left together, don't you think?
Yes, you might actually be right about that, Rick. By the way, that reminds me that I actually just got a message from Mr. Ortiz saying that he has a last-minute meeting and that he's going to be a little bit late arriving tomorrow.
Oh, I see. Okay then. Guess that just means that we're going to be meeting Maria's mother tomorrow then, I guess. By the way, Mom, you do know about Maria's mother, right? I wonder what she knows about you. I hope this all goes well.
I imagine that she might not actually know much about me at all, but I guess we don't know until we talk to her.
But what if she doesn't know about you? I mean, what if her husband just never told her? I don't know. Isn't that something that a husband would probably tell his wife?
I think that after you get married and have kids, that what is considered normal really starts to go out the window. But anyways, you're going to be getting married soon yourself, so I guess you'll find out about what I mean soon enough.
Right. I guess I'll do my best to learn all I can then.
And of course, I'm just so happy that things are going so well with Maria that you've decided that you want to marry her. But I do have to say that I was just a little bit surprised to hear about how fast this all happened. I mean, are you really sure that this is the woman you want to spend your life with?
Well, if I can be honest with you, Mom, I am getting just a little nervous. There are a few things on my mind.
A few things on your mind? What are you talking about? What's bothering you, son?
Well, it's just that when I mentioned to Maria's mom that you were the only parent I had around when I was growing up, you know, because you were a single mother and all, well, it's like her attitude completely changed.
Her attitude? What do you mean by that? How did she change when she heard about that?
So, like, at first, Maria's mom, Carla, was really excited to meet you, and she would talk all the time about when she finally would and how excited she was to get to know you better. But then, as soon as I mentioned that you were the only parent that I had, she basically stopped talking about how excited she was to meet you and all of that. In fact, after I told her that I was raised by a single mom, she asked if I had any reason to ever even go back to see you at home.
Oh, I see. So you're saying that you think Maria's mom might have something against single-parent families or something like that, then? Well, I guess I'll find out for myself just what kind of woman she is tomorrow when we all meet. And I suppose if there are still things that need to be discussed or talked about, then we can cross that bridge when we get to it.
I know, but I was so shocked that she even said that. I just hope that tomorrow when we've all finally met each other that nobody has anything rude to say to anyone else. I would just really hate for the meeting to turn really tense and awkward, and well, you know how much I hate scenarios like that.
Of course, Rick, but I'm sure that everything is going to be just fine. I mean, maybe it really doesn't have any deeper meaning and she was just speaking to speak. I really don't know and don't want to assume what she might have been thinking, but maybe she was asking about if you would have come to visit because she was worried about how busy I might be. I suppose it might still be too early to just assume that she has something against single mothers, right?
You're right, Mom. We shouldn't be so fast to judge, and maybe I'm just getting myself all worked up over nothing. But it's just what seemed to make the most sense to me at the time.
I see. Well, if that's the case, then I really don't think that there's anything to worry about. And I think that you and I should just look forward to meeting Maria and her family tomorrow. Oh, no. Oh, please don't tell me that you've already gone home. Now, why would you go and do something like that? I mean, you came all the way here, and you didn't even have a chance to sit down and relax, and now you're already heading back home? I certainly hope that everything is okay. This is Carla, Maria's mom, isn't it? I really don't know why you're texting me like this after what you pulled. I mean, what was that all about just now? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I can certainly tell you that I had no idea that you raised your son as a single mother. And once I did actually learn that, I realized that someone like you has no place in this family at all. Did you figure that out too? Is that why you left without me having to ask? I left because you didn't even have a seat arranged for me. It's not like you didn't know that I was going to be coming here with my son. If you know that 2 guests were coming to your house and one of them was the mother of the man your daughter was going to marry, wouldn't you arrange to have a seat for her? Instead, you just said so many horrible things about my being a single parent and demanding that I stand since I wasn't good enough to sit. I actually couldn't believe that you said that to me. I mean, I don't think I've ever had anyone talk to me like that before. Oh my, I'm quite sure that there has to be some kind of mistake here. After all, I never said any of that at all. I really wish that I was making a mistake here, but I know what I heard, and what's more, I don't know what other meaning your words could have had. Well, I don't know why you're so upset about this. After all, even my daughter Maria was agreeing with what I had to say about you. Did Maria really agree with what you were saying? Does that mean that both you and Maria have just been looking down on me this whole time? Of course we look down on you. That's what you do to people who are so far down the food chain from you. After all, you must know that my husband works for a company and earns a nice salary. Thanks to his hard work, my little Maria has never had to know what it's like not to get her way when she wants something. But you had to raise your poor little son all by yourself, isn't that right? You know what they say about sons raised in single-mother households, don't you? I mean, who knows how Rick is really going to turn out? I surely hope you can understand how, coming from a family like mine, that a single parent can only come as one of the most pathetic people in existence. You're saying that my whole existence is pathetic? I'm sorry, but I would like to know just why you think me being a single parent necessitates any of that. Oh, really? You mean you want to continue what I was saying to you before you left? Well, I would be more than happy if you would just return here. Of course, if you do come back here, I'm still not going to give a lowlife like you a chair to sit in. I stand by what I said about people like you needing to stand. So you mean that instead of trying to apologize, you're just going to double down? Are you really sure that you want to do this to me? I mean, do you really think that you're going to get away with this? What in the world are you talking about? Is that all you have to say to me? Is that supposed to be some kind of threat or something? I know that you can't do anything to me at all. The fact of the matter is that you and I are completely different levels, and that a woman like you couldn't do anything to affect me even if she tried. And you just won't stop with all of the name-calling either. Do you really not see how you're being very rude right now? After all, this is the first time that we're even meeting. I don't think I could ever talk to someone who I just met the way that you're talking to me. But am I to take the way that you're talking to me and treating me as a reflection of how you feel about our children getting married? Don't be ridiculous, you silly woman. Of course this has nothing to do at all with our children getting married. Sorry, what do you mean by that? You're saying that your feelings for me and the marriage are completely separate? Of course. Why in the world would I be against an upstanding young man like Rick marrying my daughter Maria? I think they would make a wonderful couple together. After all, Rick works a good job and earns a good salary, so I know that he's able to provide for Maria. The only problem here, the only thing that I'd like to get rid of, is you. So you're saying that you basically just want me to hand over my son to your family and just disappear from the picture entirely? Well, I'm glad that you put it that way. Seems like we're finally getting closer to being on the same page now. And you should know that there won't be a seat for you at their wedding either. I can guarantee you that. Please, this is just getting silly. Are you being serious? You're going to try and keep me from going to my own son's wedding? Of course I'm serious. What about any of this makes you think that I'm not? I'm deadly serious about getting you out of the picture. I see. Well, I guess if you're going to act this way, then I know what I need to do. But I'm just going to warn you now that you probably should have waited for your husband to get back home before you started treating me the way that you were. Oh, please, what does my husband have to do with this at all? You think that he would have come to your defense? A nobody like you has nothing to do with my husband at all. Well, either way, I am certainly not going to be returning to your home to receive more of that. So thank you for your time today, and goodbye. Now, hold on just a second. I still need to make sure that after our children get married, that you're going to stay out of Rick's life forever. I mean, haven't you figured out at this point that you're only weighing him down from what he could really be? I think that an old woman like you needs to learn her place and get lost. After all, I can't think of a single family that would agree to let their child marry the child of a single parent and still want to keep that parent around. There's a reason why I didn't arrange a seat for you, and it's because you're not wanted or needed here.
Don't you realize what you've done? You've just condemned our whole family, Carla.
Our family? What are you talking about now? Have you gone crazy or something?
No, you silly woman. It's me, Pedro. I'm on my way home right now, so you just wait at home for us to talk, okay?
Wait, what? Pedro? Is that really you? Why in the world are you with Tammy right now? Oh, your husband was in quite the rush, so he only had a short time to write you some messages. Anyways, I actually just bumped into him outside of the house and was explaining to him a bit about what happened between us. And I made sure to show him all of the messages that you had been sending to me this whole time as well. Wait, what? I still don't understand what's going on here. What do you mean you talked to him outside of the office? Are you talking about his office? Why do you know where my husband works? I'm sorry, but now that I've heard that even my son has given up on trying to hang in there with you all and is going home, I really don't think that there's any more need for us to talk to each other. But thank goodness. I am really so happy that we dodged this bullet. I mean, having my son marry your daughter and having to deal with you would be just terrible. So I can happily say goodbye and please never ever bother me again. Just wait. I'm so confused. What's going on right now? Please, you have to explain what's happening. What are you talking about? Why should I have to wait? What am I waiting for? I don't really see what else you and I even have to talk about at this point. I mean, after your husband heard about the way that you were treating me, he completely freaked out. He apologized profusely to me for the way that you were behaving, and I think that this really isn't my problem anymore. If anything, you're going to have to deal with it at home once your husband is back for the day. So then, Pedro really knows all about what I was saying to you? You really told him everything? How do you even know my husband? What is going on here? Well, I know where he works at least. Do I really need to go into any more detail than that? Wait, just one second. I just got a message from Pedro. Oh, he's telling me that you're the president of the company where he works? Is that really true? How could this be? That can't be right at all. I'm sure that you think it can't be possible that someone like me could be a company president, let alone for the company that your husband works for. But these days, there are many kinds of people who are taking leadership roles in the corporate world. I don't really see why my position should be all that shocking at all. Besides, are you telling me that you don't even believe what your own husband is trying to tell you about me? Oh, it's just that, well, I mean, you're a single mother. How could someone like you climb so high up the corporate ladder? Oh, this doesn't make any sense to me at all. You're supposed to be poor and stupid, and the poor and the stupid aren't meant to lead companies, especially not the one that my husband works for. I'm sorry, but I think the only one here who firmly believes something like that is you, Carla. And I suppose that you based your treatment of me on all of these assumptions of yours as well. But the truth is that you really don't know anything at all, do you? But, this isn't fair. How was I supposed to know that you were my husband's boss? Nobody ever told me about this. Oh yes, I can certainly see that you had no idea of who I am at all now. But is that supposed to be my fault? After all, it's your husband who works for me. Don't you two ever talk to each other at all? Excuse me, how dare you question how my husband and I communicate? You don't know what you're talking about at all. Are you really sure about that? Because I think that I can probably take a couple of educated guesses at the very least. After all, it seems to me like you two don't actually communicate when it comes to important details like this. And because you two don't communicate with each other, you had no idea that not only was the mother of your daughter's fiancé coming to visit, but that I was also your husband's boss. I mean, I just don't understand how you actually had no idea who I am. But nobody told me anything. This isn't my fault. I just thought that you were the mother of my daughter's fiancé, and that's it. Well, I'm not sure that this all has to fall on you and your husband, you know. After all, it sounds to me like your daughter shares some of your own biases, and she might have been giving you bad information as well. And I suppose you heard all that, and you just took the word of what person had to say about me and assumed you knew the rest of my character. But, come on. There's no way that my daughter didn't know that she was dating the son of a company president. How could she not know about the mother of her own fiancé? But surely if she knew about you, then she would have told me from the very start, so maybe she didn't know after all. Yes, well, it seems like your husband was worrying about how he should best introduce me to you all. Although now I have to wonder why your husband didn't say anything sooner. Does anyone ever talk to each other at your house? I mean, I don't even know what to say to this at all. I'm just so confused as to what's going on right now. Although now I'm curious about how you've treated other people from work that your husband has brought home for you to meet. Of course I treated them very courteously. I would never want to disrespect someone that my husband was bringing home from work. I see. So then basically you were just treating me the way that you were treating me because of your assumptions about single mothers? And yet even though you knew that you weren't going to like me, you still arranged for this meeting just to snub me like this? I'm sorry, but I can't see how any rational adult would think that that's an appropriate way to act. I was only thinking about my daughter. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't have someone who could hurt our family getting near us is all. I see. And you think that the way you were treating me was the best way to go about achieving that? I mean, I can understand making someone want to leave your house in a huff, but did you really think that by doing that we were going to convince my son to abandon me just to marry your daughter? I mean, well, I guess that's what I was hoping was going to happen, but now I don't even know. I see. Well, I'm afraid that my son just isn't that kind of person, and I'm afraid that he isn't going to be marrying anyone that would try and make him that person. I only thought that if my daughter ended up marrying your son and you were still going to be sticking around, that you might try and take advantage of my family is all. I thought that one day you might come around asking for money or someplace to live or something like that, and so I was only trying to prevent you from getting comfortable with us. Oh, trust me, you made me plenty uncomfortable. You don't need to worry about that. But I just have to tell you that after this little show, not just myself, but even my son is sick and tired of you. Both you and your daughter for the way that you were insulting me and making me feel unwelcome. I just wish that he never ended up meeting your daughter in the first place so that we didn't have to go through this whole song and dance. But, oh please, you can't do this to me. My husband is going to be furious with me for doing this. I just know it. I don't know what to do. Oh no, he just sent me a text saying he never even wants to talk to Maria or I again. Oh, please tell me that that's some kind of joke. I have no idea why you think I can answer that question for you at all. I mean, I'm not a part of your family, and that really isn't my business at all. It sounds to me like something that you need to work out between yourself and your husband, so please leave me out of your personal drama. But, you can't just pretend like you don't have a part in this. This whole thing is your fault, don't you see that? You shouldn't have gone to Pedro about all of this. What are you talking about? Your husband and I work together. I ran into him in the office. Why wouldn't I tell him about this? Because now you've gotten me into serious trouble. And just why is any of that my problem? If you've gotten into trouble just because people found out something that you've done, then you probably shouldn't have been doing that in the first place. But I'll also take this chance to tell you that the engagement between our children is officially off. Oh, please, you can't actually be serious about this, right? Oh, things were going so smoothly before this. Why are you ruining the love that our children have for each other? It was all supposed to go so smoothly from here on out, too. We were going to start talking wedding details and getting serious, and now you've gone and ruined everything. I'm sorry, but this is your own fault. If you hadn't shown your true character, then maybe my son and I would still be fooled by your fake personality. Fake personality? How can you say that about me? What is the matter with you? But more than anything else, I just feel bad for your daughter. I think that my son and her really had deep feelings for each other. But you had to brainwash her with your silly biases, and you made it so that she was just as unreasonable as you. Okay, now hold on just 1 second there. You can insult me all you want, but don't you bring my daughter into this. I wish that I didn't have to, but you brought her into this long before now. But anyways, I really don't have the time to waste on explaining all of this to you anymore. So I think that we're done here. I only hope that you never ever trouble anyone else in the same way that you've troubled me and my family. And so that's how my son ended up breaking off his engagement with his fiancée. Of course, he was crushed to learn the truth of the woman that he thought he was ready to marry. And I was so sad that my son had been so emotionally hurt by the experience. But later on, I heard from Pedro that when he got home, he was so upset with how his wife and daughter had treated me, his boss, that he demanded that they leave the house. Since then, I've heard that Pedro has begun divorce proceedings. After our conversation, Carla and Maria both began to blow up my phone and begged me to change my mind and talk to my son. But I ignored all that they had to say to me. I never wanted to see them again, let alone have to talk to them over the phone. And so in the end, Carla and Maria were left houseless and without a job. They became the very things that they had looked down on me for being. I suppose life is funny like that sometimes. As for Rick and I, my son has been spending more time than ever with me since he feels bad for how I was treated by his fiancée and her family. I told him not to worry about it and to just be a bit more careful choosing a partner in the future. I still see Pedro in the office when I go in. At first he was looking so tired and defeated. I talked to him and he said that he is seeking help and thinks that he'll be okay. I told him that my door is always open if he needs to talk, and that there will be a seat for him.
I heard that you're getting a little carried away. You'd better not act all self-righteous in front of me, though. I'm the leader of the school moms, and no one should speak up against me.
Your name is Karen, right? I remember meeting you at the kindergarten party the other day. Your son is Ryan, if I remember correctly.
Did you really need to confirm all of that with me? We just met. There's no reason for you to forget. How can you be so forgetful? How old are you anyway?
We just met and I only gave you my phone number because our children go to the same kindergarten. I barely know you and you're already trying to boss me around. I've never met anyone so overpowering like you before. I hope that our children will get along better.
Just because our children go to the same kindergarten doesn't mean that I have to be nice to you. Like I said, I'm the boss around here, and you should show some respect.
What's your point? Do you need to let everyone know that you're the boss to feel important? I think that as two adults, we owe it to our children to try to get along, seeing as they're going to be going to the same kindergarten, that's all. Could you please stop trying to boss me around and be more amicable?
Are you trying to make me look like the bad person here? I can't believe that you say these things to my face and still want to try to be friendly with me. You're a joke. If you want to get along with me, you need to start by listening to what I say.
What the hell is your problem? I don't understand how you can just announce yourself as the boss of all mums. It just doesn't make any sense. What makes you so superior? The only reason why we have to try to get along is because our children go to the same kindergarten. I don't intend on becoming one of your minions. Why would you want to go out of your way to tell me how important you are?
Are you sure that you want to be this way toward me?
What do you mean?
Don't you know who my father is? That's why you have the audacity to be so rude to me. You're the only one at the school that didn't come and introduce yourself to me.
Are you talking about the party at the kindergarten? I went and introduced myself to all the parents that were at the party. I'm sure we talked a little as well.
Well, you needed to have greeted me more properly. I'm not like everyone else. You treated me like all the others, and that in of itself is disrespectful and unforgivable.
Do you need to be so angry about such a trivial matter? You're making me laugh by being so intense. What is your problem?
What are you trying to say?
Look, I'd apologize if I felt that I've offended you in any way, but in this case, I don't think that I've done anything wrong. Why are you trying to make such a big deal out of nothing?
Your lousy attitude says it all. You're being very rude to me. Did you know that my father is a member of the Japanese mafia?
What?
Are you sure that you want to continue disrespecting me like this? You're going to really regret it if you continue to behave this way towards me.
How am I going to regret this? Could you please be more specific? But I understand now. You're using your father to control all the parents at the school, but in reality, they're just scared of you. No one wants to spend any time with you.
No, you're wrong. They respect me.
Are you sure about that?
The entrance ceremony is coming up, and I hope that you'll treat me with respect when we meet again then. Otherwise, you'll regret it. I'm sure of it.
Is that a threat? Why do I need to respect you just because your father is a mafia member? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Our children happen to go to the same kindergarten. That's the only relationship we have here. There's no need for you to try and act all superior. We're equals.
I think that you should try to understand that I'm more important than you. Your child is going to feel really uncomfortable if you don't get along with the other moms. And I know for a fact that the other moms will side with me. If you can't be respectful towards me, then I guess all I can say to you is watch your back.
Okay, whatever. You're not going to change my mind. It seems like you don't have anything important to say to me, so I'll be signing off now.
I told you so. You're so stupid for not taking my advice. This is what happens when you disrespect me.
You're unbelievable, you know that? I can't believe that you kicked me in the back just because I was standing in front of you at the entrance ceremony. What message are you trying to send me? You're psychotic.
Well, you deserved what you got. If you don't want something like that to happen again, you should start treating me with respect. I'm sure that you learned your lesson. If you're willing to change your attitude, I'd be willing to forgive you.
Forgive me? What the hell? I could go to the police and report what you did to me. You physically hurt my back and caused me emotional pain as well. The teachers and parents at the kindergarten were shocked by what you did to me. They were all watching.
I don't care that the others saw me. Besides, only the moms saw me. No dads were at the ceremony, which made it easier for me to act the way that I wanted to. I think that I proved to everyone that I'm the strongest mom at the school. And I'm sure that after today, no one else would be stupid enough to try to talk back to me.
You're not making any sense to me. It's a waste of my time for me to be talking to you like this. What you did to me was a crime of violence, and you'll be punished by the law accordingly. I'm reporting the incident to the police.
What the hell? There's going to be payback if you do that.
Payback? What more is there you could do to me?
You're really irritating me right now. I wish that your child wasn't at the same kindergarten as Ryan. Do you think that I'll ever forgive you if you go to the police about this?
Look, it wasn't my fault that I happened to be standing in front of you today. If you didn't want to be near me, you could have moved.
Why do I have to be the one to move? My dad is a mafia member. He could have destroyed you, you know. You shouldn't make this such a big deal. It was nothing. But if you want to go to the police, I can't stop you.
You're right, you can't stop me. And don't try to threaten me because that's also a crime.
I'm just stating the facts. If you report the incident to the police, my father will come after you. I'm just warning you, because I wouldn't want you to regret your decision later. Isn't that nice of me?
I can't believe that you're using your father to threaten me. You're pathetic.
Don't tell me that I'm pathetic. You don't know who you're dealing with here. I only kicked you in the back today because you were in the way. Don't make such a big deal out of it. And I really don't think that it's a good idea for you to go to the police with this.
Well, just to let you know, I just finished reporting the incident to the police.
What?
They'll be in touch with you soon. I'm putting an end to your shenanigans. I'm so pissed off with you that I don't care what you think about me. I'm the one that's not going to forgive you. I can't believe that you're trying to act like the victim when you're clearly the offender here. You should be put in your place.
How many times do I have to tell you that my dad is a member of the mafia? Doesn't that scare you? Are you sure that you've made the right choice here?
I am. I'd like to stop talking to you now. You're not adding anything new to this conversation. I already informed the police about what you did to me, so you can deal with it however you like. You can call your daddy if it makes you feel better.
You've got to be kidding me. I've been nice up until now, but I won't be anymore. I really will call my dad, and you'll regret it later. I know that you will.
Yes, you go ahead and call your dad. I don't care. It's really immature of you to bring your father into this, but whatever.
I don't think that I'm the only one being immature about this. This is all your fault. You should have never picked a fight with me in the first place.
I really don't care that your father's a mafia member. That doesn't scare me at all. By the way, my husband is a police officer.
This is the first time that I'm hearing about this.
That's why it really doesn't affect me that your father is a mafia member. I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one that assaulted me.
But do we really need to involve the police? Can't we talk about this?
Well, I'm not lying about the fact that my husband is a police officer, but I'm not sure if what you're saying about your father being a mafia member is actually true.
What do you mean by that? Are you suggesting that I'm lying? Why would I lie about such a thing?
Are you sure about that? I had my husband look up your father's name and he wasn't listed as a mafia member.
What? So you told your husband about me?
Of course I did. He's my husband. He has the right to know. The name you gave me isn't even your father because that person doesn't have a daughter. We checked with him and told him that you were telling people that he was your father.
Why would you go that far? That was totally unnecessary.
Man told us he'd never heard of you and that you're a total stranger to him. But he now knows that you've been using his name and threatening local restaurants to serve you free food. He was pretty angry about that. He also didn't like the fact that you were threatening the people around you using his name.
Why did you have to go talk to him? You didn't have to give the mafia my name.
Well, I needed to in order to get the facts straight. If you didn't want the mafia to find out about you, you shouldn't have been using one of their names as your father's name in the first place.
I didn't have any other choice, okay? You should have never given the mafia my name. You need to fix this.
Why should I? Besides, I think it's too late to do anything about it now. You were just being selfish. You wanted to boss the other mums at the kindergarten around, so this is all your fault. And now that we know your secret, you can't try to threaten us anymore. I suggest that you apologize to the other mums too for your behavior up until now.
Did you tell the other moms about this? This sucks. Now all the other moms think that I'm a big, fat liar.
But it's true, isn't it? You are a liar. You can't hide from the truth anymore.
I just kicked you in the back. That's all. Can't we put this behind us? What did I ever do to you?
You kicked an innocent person's back and injured them. You had no reason to kick me, but you did anyway.
I just wanted to get you to show me a little more respect, that's all. Now I understand that I let things get out of hand. I didn't want you to try to take my place as leader at the kindergarten. I felt threatened, which is why I was acting all bossy. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm sorry.
You just don't get it. You're not supposed to kick anyone. Even if you didn't mean to, it's still not something that's allowed. My parents taught me at a young age that it's not okay to be violent with someone. What if you had broken one of my bones? How were you going to take responsibility for something like that?
I didn't kick you that hard. I wouldn't have been able to break any of your bones.
Well, I have bruises on my back which show how hard you kicked me, and I went to the hospital to get medical certificate as well.
Was that really necessary? You're making this a much bigger deal than it really is.
You just don't get it, do you? Today was supposed to be a day of celebrating the start of my son's kindergarten life, but you completely ruined it. I had to spend the rest of my day in the hospital when I should have been out with my family celebrating. This is all your fault and you need to take responsibility for it. You should have never lied about your father or threatened your parents at the kindergarten. You're so pathetic that I feel sorry for you.
Do you have to call me pathetic on top of calling me a liar?
Well, it's true, so I hope that you don't get in too much trouble for what you did to me. But you can't hide what you did from me from your husband, seeing that the police will be getting in touch with you.
Don't bring my husband into this. I'm not going to go out of my way to tell him about this.
He's going to find out from the police whether you like it or not. Don't think that you can hide this from him.
Melanie, I'm really sorry about what I did to you. I really don't want my husband to find out about this, though.
It's too late to apologize to me now. I'm not going to help you out of the mess that you created, and I don't intend on ever speaking to you again. I bet the Mafia's on their way to your house to have a word with you. You can't hide any of it.
Melanie, wait! Our sons go to the same kindergarten, remember? Can't we sort this out like adults? It'd be better for our kids if we got along too. Let's talk before you make any decisions that you'll regret later.
At first, that's how I felt, but after what you did to me today, I want nothing to do with you. And I'm fairly certain that the other mums feel the same way. No one considers you to be the leader of the mums anymore.
You told everyone else too?
I didn't have to. They saw you kicking me and asked if I was okay. I just answered their questions. They were concerned about me. I'm sure that no one will talk to you anymore, but I guess you can make yourself some new friends that will believe that you have a father that's a Mafia member. I have a feeling that this is the end of the life that you used to enjoy, though. In the end, Karen's husband found out about what his wife had done to Melanie from the police reports. And the Mafia member whose name that Karen had been using as her father's came over to Karen's house in anger. Karen's husband was fed up with her and decided to divorce her. The Mafia forced Karen to compensate them back for the damages that she caused to them. The police questioned Karen, and she was ordered to pay Melanie for the suffering that she caused her. Karen lost her family and all her money and was completely hopeless. We're left to wonder what it was that she was really after. What was the point in her bullying all the other mums like that? The other mums appreciated Melanie for standing up for herself and the other mums. They all spent a happy time at the kindergarten now that Karen was out of their lives.
Hey, Mark, where the hell are you? I've been looking around everywhere for you and I can't find you.
Mr. Brett, how you doing, sir? I've already left the office for the day. Is there something I can help you with, sir? I've already got on the bus home, though.
What the hell, Mark? You can't just leave on your own whim.
I'm sorry, sir. I just finished all the work that I needed to finish for the day, so I headed home. I did say something to you before I left the office like I normally do, but I'm not sure you heard me.
I don't really give a rat's ass, Mark. I didn't hear you say anything to me. Just hurry up and get your ass right back over here.
What do you mean right now? You want me to turn around? Did something happen that needs my attention? I thought I finished everything.
We're gonna go out for a few drinks tonight.
Wait, what?
You're always so annoying when it comes to going out for drinks and whatnot with your coworkers. I'm gonna make sure that you come today. You have to come today. You're not gonna be able to run away from this anymore.
No, I don't really drink at all. Not even a little sip. I think you know that though, right, Bus? I'm pretty sure I've told everyone around the office, including you, that I can't drink any alcohol. And that's the only reason that I don't really attend any of the drinking parties that everyone invites me out to. I usually do go to the parties that don't really revolve around alcohol though, like the new employee welcoming parties and whatnot.
I understand, but I don't have anyone around here that's willing to go out and have drinks with me, and the only person that I can think of is you. You've never actually come out with me to drink when it's a party that I've hosted. You need to get over here right now. Don't make any more excuses. You have no right to refuse this time. You must come.
But I literally told you that I can't drink.
I don't really care if you can't drink, Mark. You need to come and be around your boss while he drinks and talks to you. That's part of your job description, don't you understand?
I mean, okay, I kind of understand that logic, even though I don't completely agree with it, but I've already gone home for the day, so would it be alright if I go out with you another day, sir?
If you don't come right now, I'm gonna have you fired.
Wait, what? Fired?
You heard me. I didn't stutter. The sales record in our departments have been going down because you're such a drag and you never come out. You're causing unduly stress on the department. If you consider the fact that you're causing unduly stress to the people in the department, doesn't that make you reconsider coming? I would really hope that such an excellent team player such as yourself would come back and go out with me.
I'm not sure that logic sticks at all, and I'm pretty sure it's a stretch, sir. I'm no expert in HR, but I don't think any of that works. Okay, whatever, I'll go. Give me 1 second to turn back around, though. I'm not gonna drink, so I'm gonna drive my car back, though. I hope you can at least understand that. I was planning on heading home at least once anyway, so I'll drop off and pick up some stuff along the way.
You better haul your little ass, boy. I'll let you know as soon as the store is decided, got it? I want you to come over to the store that I've said I want to go to.
If possible, sir, would you be able to pick a store that has a parking lot? It would really be appreciated.
You really are such a drag, huh? Stop being so picky. Shut up and hurry up. Get over here. I'm allowing you to come to my drinking party. You should be honored that you're invited to come.
A drinking party? Party means that there will be other people joining us, right? Who else is going?
It's just gonna be me and you, buddy. You should be excited. Just the two of us.
I'm not sure I'd call that a drinking party, sir. I don't drink at all, and you're just gonna be drinking whatever you want to drink all alone. If anything, it's more like a party for me to observe you just drinking alcohol while I sip on some juice or something. Do you really need me to go there for that?
Shut up! You're just coming up with more excuses and reasons not to come. Hurry up and get your ass over here.
Okay, sir, I'll be on my way. As soon as I make it back home, I'll grab my car and stuff and drive over to whatever store you choose out. But I want you to know that I've got work tomorrow, so I have to go home as soon as we're done, and I can't stay out too late. If that's okay with you, then I'll head over.
Yeah, I'll think about letting you go when I decided that it's okay for you to go home. When I say, okay, Mark, you've really outdone yourself, go ahead and go home now, that's when you may go home. Otherwise, you're staying.
I'm not sure that's fair at all for me. I have work tomorrow. Whatever, the bus is about to be at my stop, so I'm gonna start walking home now. As soon as you figure out a place to drink, just let me know, okay, sir?
Gotcha, hell yeah. Alright, do me a favor and hurry up, yeah? I don't like waiting.
If it's around the company, then I could probably make it there in about 30 minutes or a little less. I'll be walking home now, we're at my stop. See you later.
Wait, hang on. Where did you park your car again, Mark? I need to know right now.
Parked it right in front of the store, sir. Why? Is that something that you wanted?
Oh, right, the parking lot. Okay, I gotcha. Give me 1 sec, buddy.
Wait, hold on. You're in the parking lot, sir? Or are you about to go out to the parking lot right now? I thought that you had gone to the bathroom this whole time. You didn't tell me you were leaving. You were pretty darn drunk, sir. Are you sure you should be out walking around alone? Do you think that you can make it back on your own? Do you want me to pay the bill so we can leave the store now?
No, don't worry about it. I'm gonna borrow this car right now.
Wait, hang on, what? What are you talking about, sir? What do you mean you're just gonna borrow the car right now?
I saw the keys in your jacket hanging on the hanger. It was dangling all shiny-like, so I went ahead and did what I do. I borrowed it without permission.
Wait, I seriously can't find my keys right now. I'm not sure I understand what you're doing, sir.
I didn't come here with my car today. I left work on foot. If I try to go home using a cab or Uber or something, it's just gonna cost me money that I didn't need to spend. If I go home using the bus, it's gonna take me even longer than if I just borrowed a car that's conveniently placed right in front of me. That's why I've decided to allow you to lend me your car.
Wait, what? What do you mean, lend you my car? You want to borrow my car right now? If you want me to drive you to your house, I'll gladly drive you to your home. I don't know where you live, but I'm sure it's not too close, right? I'll go ahead and drive you.
No, seriously, don't worry about it. I can make it home by myself, thanks for the help.
What do you mean, thanks for the help? I didn't say that I would lend you my car, because I'm not going to lend you my car. Even if you hire someone to drive the car for you, please don't use my car to drive. I'm not giving you permission at all. Whatever, I'm just gonna take care of the bill for now, and then we can talk about it, And is that gonna be okay with you?
I'm going to borrow your car, Mark, and I'm gonna go home. What are you talking about, having someone drive the car for me? You must be crazy. Why would I ask someone else to drive? I can just drive myself, you idiot. Oh, what, did you think that I don't have a driver's license or something? I've been driving since before you were born, boy.
What? I think you're missing the point here, Brett. I really didn't think that you didn't have a license or anything. I just know that right now you're in no condition to be operating any kind of heavy machinery, including my car. I know how much you've had to drink, sir, and it's kind of alarming to me that you don't seem to know. You really can't be drinking and driving right now. Please come back and give me the keys.
Okay, I'm gonna go home now, so shut up. I'll give you your stupid car back tomorrow, okay?
What? What the hell are you talking about, Brett? Stop! Are you seriously trying to drive right now? No! You need to come back right now! Don't do it! I'm waiting for the check, so you just need to hang on just a moment. Please don't go driving my car while we're that drunk.
Ooh, sorry to break it to you, Mark, but you can just try and make it home on your own. Alrighty, I'll see you tomorrow, man. Later!
Boss? What's going on? Where the hell did you go, sir? You can't just take someone's car without their permission and drink and drive like that. Please come back right now. Brett, please answer the phone right now. You're worrying me.
Damn, Mark, I crashed the car.
Wait, what? Where the hell are you, sir? I've been trying to reach you for the longest time.
I don't know if your car's even drivable anymore. It might be totaled. I kinda crashed the car, so I drove away to make sure no one would see me.
Wait, what? What are you doing? You need to stop playing games right now. What in God's green earth are you talking about right now?
If you tell the company about any of this happening, you're fired, got it?
Wait, what? Are you being dead serious right now? Please tell me you're joking. Is this real life? Or am I in some really bad dream? First, you steal your co-worker's car key without him knowing about it, before you commit Grand Theft Auto. Then you decide you're totally fine to drive while intoxicated before crashing the car. Then, to top all of this off, you're currently blackmailing me by threatening to fire me if I say anything about anything. I feel like you're seriously losing your mind, Brett. You've just gone completely off the deep end.
Just promise me, damn it. I don't care about anything else. Promise me that you will not tell the company. If you don't understand that, then I'm going to fire you. It's that simple. Promise or be fired. Which is it gonna be?
You're just full of surprises, aren't you, Brett? I can't believe the nerve, the audacity you have to come at me with threats right now. Didn't your mom teach you any kind of manners? Or any semblance of common sense? I really can't believe what's going on. I feel like it's just some terrible TV show.
Oh my god, stop the rambling. Just shut up and swear you won't tell anyone. If you don't want to be fired, you will not be telling the company about anything that happened tonight. Do you understand?
I've always had a sneaking suspicion that you're a piece of shit, you know? I just didn't realize that it was this bad. You're seriously way too rotten for your own good. You're gonna completely ignore the fact that you wrecked my car while driving under the influence, and threaten to fire me if I tell the company about what happened tonight. You really think that you're able to decide whether or not I get fired after this whole ordeal?
Of course I'm able to fire you. I'm literally your boss. If you don't listen to everything I say, then you're going to be fired. That's how this whole place food chain works. How have you not figured this out already after being an adult for so long?
You know, I'm kind of impressed that you're not embarrassed by what you're saying right now. I think I understand what you're trying to tell me right now. Wish I didn't, though.
Okay, so that means you swear then, right? You don't tell the company that I crashed your car because I was drinking and driving. You keep it to yourself. If you don't want to be fired, then you need to listen to the orders that I give you as your boss without any complaints, got it?
Yes, sir, I read you loud and clear.
Alrighty, that's all I wanted to hear from you.
I swear to you that I won't be telling the company about any of this at all. That's all you want me to swear about, right?
I'm glad that you're on board with this. You've really made me feel better. I might even be willing to help you out a little bit. Maybe I can put in the good word for you to be promoted later on, huh? How do you feel about that? You should be happy right now.
Okay, sure, and? Where are you right now?
Huh? What?
I'm saying, where is my car located right now, and where are you? Are you still with my car?
No, I'm already heading home in a taxi already. I'm about halfway home from where I crashed your car. Your crashed car is in some corner somewhere. I screwed it up by handling it and I hit the lamppost somewhere. It kinda just snuck up on me, you know what I mean? Some old ass dude was mumbling something when I got out of the car, but I'm sure it'll all be okay, you know?
You're seriously the worst scum of the earth.
I'm so glad and relieved that you swore to me that you won't tell anyone. If this kind of thing leaks into the company, you have no idea what kind of mess I would be in. It would start affecting my trust among the other companies and people around me, you know? I want to just avoid all the annoying things that could get a little hairy, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would assume so. I think that most people would think that normally. And if I was just a regular employee, I might have just listened to what you had to say and took it to heart. I might have just actually done everything that you wanted me to do with no questions asked.
What? What are you talking about? Wait, you're not planning on snitching, are you? That's what you're gonna do, isn't it? You swore to me. You swore that you wouldn't tell the company about any of this at all.
I won't tell anyone about this. At least not to our company.
What are you trying to say right now, Mark?
You're just concerned with me not telling the company. If I don't tell them, you're happy, right? That means that if I go directly to the police without talking to the company, then I'm not breaking any promises and you shouldn't have any problems with it.
Wait, what? The police?
You realize that my vehicle was involved in a traffic accident by a drunk driver who stole my keys from my jacket while I wasn't looking. I don't know how many felonies that is, but I'm sure it's more than enough to send you to jail. Did you really think that I would just let all of this go? That I would just close my eyes and pretend nothing happened? You really need to start snapping out of it. Maybe you're still drunk or something. Did you really think you can just get away with this terrible crime? That you can just run away and blackmail me to get away with all of it?
Wait, hang on a second. The police? You must just be yanking my chain, right? You're joking?
Yeah, I'm not joking at all. Why would I be yanking your chain about something this serious? You realize that I'm a victim in all of this, right? You stole my vehicle. You didn't just take the last piece of my gum.
No, come on. I didn't steal it. It's not like that. I just borrowed it for a little bit, man. I was totally planning on returning it to you by tomorrow, man. No harm, no foul, right?
I'm sorry, but I can't keep up with the drunk ramblings of some old criminal who wants to make a bunch of excuses. I'm going to be reporting this to the police and authorities. Of course, I'll be submitting all evidence of you drinking and driving to the authorities as well. Don't worry about that.
Wait, what? Why? That drinking and driving part had nothing to do with anything.
I know that you ran away because you wanted to avoid being caught and driving, right? I'm not an idiot, sir. Please don't treat me like one. You're not going to be getting out of this with some excuses. You're going to have to face your crimes. The store has the security cameras, and I'm positive that you're in them. You were caught drinking, and a few minutes later stealing my keys, and yet another few minutes later driving away in a stolen vehicle. Even if none of the security cameras worked, the store employees definitely know that you were drinking. It's not like you had a single beer or anything. You practically single-handedly drank them dry. I think we have more than enough evidence to prove this. I'm of course going to testify against you, by the way. Like I said earlier, you're definitely not going to get away with this.
Hang on, Mark. Let's just take a breather for a second. Let's just both calm down and talk about this like civilized men.
I think I'm actually pretty calm considering the situation you threw me into. Let's just recap what happened. You stole my car keys from my jacket while I was in the bathroom. Then you proceeded to steal my vehicle and crash it into a lamppost. I'm actually kind of impressed by how calmly I'm handling the situation myself.
I see, and I understand. You're totally right, Mark. I can totally see how you feel. But you gotta understand it from my view. I really didn't mean for any of this to happen. I really was just surprised that that lamppost turned out to be a lot closer to the car than I'd realized. You realize that literally no one in this world drives expecting to be in a car accident, right?
The point is, you were so intoxicated, you couldn't see the difference between Satan and God himself. You were that inebriated that yet you're still trying to get in your co-worker's car without his permission to drive yourself home. You're nuts. Besides, your one wish was that I don't tell anything to the company. Well, your wish has come true. I'm not going to tell the company. If I'm keeping my side of the promise and not telling the company, you really have no reason to complain at all.
What? What the hell are you talking about, Mark? You know exactly what I meant. I'm not sitting here trying to listen to you joke about me this whole time. I need to talk seriously. Stop talking crazy about the police or something, man. You can't do that to me. I guess you're okay with being fired and being jobless, huh? You're gonna be evicted and homeless if you do that.
I really don't think that if you do somehow manage to fire me, or try to fire me anyway, that the HR guys are really gonna take you seriously and just let this go unnoticed. They prefer to not have any kind of lawsuits.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Whatever, your trust is gonna disappear. It's just not gonna exist anymore amongst your peers. I mean, to be fair, I don't think most of the people in the office trusted you at all to begin with, but I digress. You're gonna cause this whole ruckus and headache for me and still try to threaten to fire me? Are you being serious right now? Let's just be real, Brett. You're not gonna be able to do that. Just use the 2 brain cells you have available to you. I'm just a regular old victim in all this. I've done nothing wrong or worthy of being fired at all.
No, come on, calling yourself the victim now? That's exaggerating a little bit, don't you think?
Do you realize what you've done to me, Brett? You stole my car and then proceeded to wrap it around the lamppost. You bet your sweet ass I'm gonna have you pay me in full for a replacement, or at least have it repaired. You're also gonna have to face the fact that you were drinking and driving. There's no getting away from that. Is that all really that crazy to say? I feel like it's all pretty common sense, right? You have to take responsibility for your own actions.
Hang on, you're seriously gonna do this to me? What the hell did I ever do wrong? Come on, Mark, calm down. I just had to do the right thing for me at the time, man. I wanted to drive myself home because I wanted to save a little time and money. Why does all this have to happen to me? I didn't do anything wrong. Why would you have to do this to me?
This literally wouldn't happen if you just didn't take my car. Have you finally learned your lesson that if you do something wrong, it's gonna come back to you in a worse way? You cannot be drinking and driving, ever. It's never gonna be acceptable. And even if I don't tell the company about any of it, they're definitely gonna find out on their own. You're gonna get fired from the company, and you might even end up with a criminal record for all of this. You realize that that's the consequence for everything that you've done today?
Please, I'm begging you, don't file a report with the police. Please, just take it all back. Don't do it.
I'm gonna give you a solid and resounding no. I'm reporting this.
Why the hell would you do that? I'm your boss, okay? Don't you understand that you need to listen to me? I've already been taking great care of you up until this point as my employee. You don't feel like you owe me anything? Like you can't just let this little thing go by just this once?
I'm only doing the right thing, Brett. This isn't personal towards you. You're the one that did the wrong thing, and now you're trying to cover your tracks so that no one finds out. Yeah, you're in the wrong.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's not entirely wrong, but...
Have you finally figured out that maybe you're in the wrong after I broke it all down for you? I'm gonna go report this whole thing to the police now, and have them file a report. It might be better off for you if you just turn yourself into the police before they launch a formal investigation. I'm sure you're just gonna get caught anyway, Mr. Criminal.